Morning, Facebook. As you can see, it is morning, and I am driving ready to go get groomed. And so the title, The Baggage of Shame. Let me ask you, is there something in your life that you're carrying around like baggage? And I think if we've lived any length of time, we've all have done things or been around things that, frankly, we'd rather not people not know about us. And we try to push down like a beach wall. There's a great book called The Shadow Effect that one of my coaches, John Chaplack, recommended. And shame is such a big thing. And my baggage of shame for the longest time was the bankruptcy that I went through. And man, that's a weight to carry. And if any of you guys have ever gone through bankruptcy, you might be able to relate. I mean, it's the judgment that goes around. I remember a girlfriend's dad seeing my name in the paper and saying, you think you're good enough for my daughter? I mean, talk about kicking a guy while he's down. I mean, at the time I was working 20-hour days. My life was literally on the line. I remember standing there up on a ladder when some guys yelled some profanities at me and said, "Hey, who's going to shoot who first?" And I remember at that time, at that moment in my life, I didn't really care if I died. And in fact, I thought, what a way to go. Anyways, I don't want to go too deep into that. You're not that special. And here's what I mean by that is we all have defining moments in our life where we make the wrong choice, or we think we can make something work and we don't make it work, whether it's a business and a bankruptcy, or a marriage and you happen to pick the wrong person and they do things that are unimaginable. It's not serving you by carrying that around, and I know that the lessons that I learned from my bankruptcy serve me every single day. I mean, the compassion that it gives me, the fact that once you go broke, you live in a lot less fear. You realize that there's a lot more important things than just money, and it gives you the strength to make decisions, to not be stuck when you're living from a place of scarcity. And most of you I know that have hit rock bottom or had your version of bankruptcy, once you can get through the shame of it and you can turn that shame into power, it's incredible what it is to be able to have a conversation about those life moments and the number of people that you'll be able to help. Unfortunately, some of that stuff takes time, and most of us, I wish I went and gotten some professional help through therapy when I was going through all that. I chose self-help books and time. Yeah, one of you guys needed to hear this video today, and I just want you to know there's no judgment. In fact, I feel much more connected when I know your shit. And what I mean by that is, when someone's freaking perfect, I know they're hiding something, and it's like, what are they covering up? And it's a ticking time bomb when you're trying to pretend that you're not something. Know that you're not being judged by me. Know that I'm cheering you on. Whatever that struggle is that you're working through or you've gone through, don't let a snapshot of your life ruin moving forward. And if you dumb screwed up, admit it. Most of us aren't perfect. There's that Pink song, "You're So Frickin' Perfect." None of us are. So if you're carrying around that bag of shame, do me a favor, let a little bit of it out. Start by sharing with the people closest to you what you went through, and I bet you 9 times out of 10 they'll meet you with compassion, they'll meet you with understanding, and chances are they're going to meet you with their own story of shame. And if they don't, fuck them. If they shame you and kick you while you're down and do that, they're not your people. Let them expose themselves. One thing that I love about turning up the volume on myself is it's exposed people who really don't care about me. And I know the more that I share, the people that care about me meet and walk with me. So anyways, if you needed to hear this morning, let me know. Do me a favor, if you're in a place of strength where you can share share your shame, your baggage, your moments of indiscretion. Have the strength to do it, because there's people out there that need to know that maybe you're not perfect, that you can go through things in life like a bankruptcy and recover and be okay. Let's throw a little less judgment around in this world and a little bit more curiosity, and look to help people. All right, I am going to drop Revy off at the groomers, and then I'm going to go spend a little time with my dad. Love you guys. See ya.